Hello book lovers, I'm Kiki and welcome back to my little corner on the internet. It is lovely to have you here. I am going to try to be waking up and, well, not getting up because I can't, but waking up at 5:30 every day for the next week. So yeah, I'm going to try to read for like the first 30 to 60 minutes in the morning because I usually don't get up until later. I'm partially doing that to get more reading time in and partially to just give my body a little bit of a, I don't know, like a shock to get started. I don't know. It's just I've been feeling kind of funky, just not doing too hot. I don't know. It's just like, and I feel like maybe trying to get up at 5:30 every morning can change that. Good morning. Good morning. I have been awake for about half an hour, which honestly, guys, I did not think I would be able to wake up. So that first off. And then gotta make myself some tea or I will fall back asleep. I've been reading One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake, and then I just switched over to audiobooking because my eyes are not functioning yet, guys. Oh, 5:30 is just a tad too early, guys. I don't know. Okay, so I've made my tea. Unfortunately, I'm a weak little bitch and cannot drink it while it's hot, so I'm gonna have to have it cool down a little bit. But let's talk because this is going to be more difficult than I thought it would be, probably. It's 6:12 now, so I've been awake for about, well, officially awake for 45 minutes. I kept waking up every like couple of minutes since 5. So technically I've been awake for a bit longer. But it's this like blanket of like sleepiness that's just settling on me, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's talk. I have the book upstairs. One for My Enemy. I'm conflicted on this one. Like, I am kind of liking it, but I'm also like, I don't know, I feel like that's just, it's very convoluted and a little bit slow at times. I feel like Sabrina Carpenter. It's like, is it stupid or is it slow? I am also really slow right now, so talking isn't really happening much, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of liking it, but I'm also kind of not liking it. I think I'm gonna have, like, it's one of those books where I cannot tell until the end of the book. Sorry. Okay.
I don't know how much time each day I'm gonna be filming in the morning. Like until what time? Like I don't know, should I do 10? Should I do 12? I really don't know. I'm also currently trying to sort of like I don't have a routine really, and it's been bothering me. But there are like certain things I would like to try to do in the mornings. So I might try to get that done as well. I don't know. Probably gonna be doing a lot of studying this week. Gonna be working probably more in the afternoon, so I won't be showing that. But I might like do a bit of studying. I do think I'm gonna sit down and play some Infinity Nikki because that generally is a nice way to wake up. And I can continue listening to One for My Enemy. So it is a little past 8 and I have decided to stop reading for now. I don't have that much left. It was actually quite difficult to decide to put this down, but a friend of my sister's is stopping by at 9:30 with her son because her son is turning 1 today and they're currently here. They usually live somewhere else. Damn, forgot the country. And they're visiting and she's stepping by so we can celebrate his first birthday a little bit. So we're gonna have a big breakfast and I do want to try to get some studying in before they arrive. And I have about an hour, no, I have 20 minutes left of reading. And I'm gonna see if I can do about an hour of studying before maybe trying to finish this before she arrives. I'm actually not hating this, which is surprising. I was very confused in the beginning of this book, and then like it was so confusing, like because we were jumping back and forth between characters and time and things. But I think it's going to be tied up relatively nicely, so I will see once I get there. So I have gotten a bit more ready. I feel like I'm a bit more presentable right now, but I have studied for about an hour. I'm going to do a little more later today. But I also just finished listening to One for My Enemy as I was getting ready. And I feel like I have a really interesting relationship with Olivia Blake's books. Like, I am always so intrigued by the premises of the books. And overall, I do enjoy reading them. I just don't necessarily love them as much as I wish I would, if that makes sense. I think this is probably going to be like a 3.25-ish star. Overall, I enjoyed it, but there was just something about these books where I'm always like, this is so freaking long. I think that's probably one of the things that bother me the most. It's just how dragged out they are. Like, I feel like in like retrospect, it's always like it makes sense why it is, but as you're reading it, you're like, oh, this is taking so long. Why is this so complicated? And like, I kind of enjoy it though. Hence a 3 star. Like a 3 star is not a bad rating, but I don't necessarily love them, and yet I do want to read all of them. I don't know. I really don't know. Turns out I chose a real bad day
to start this video. So a friend just left. He was so adorable. But I got really tired all of a sudden, which I was like, you know what? Makes sense. I've been up for like, I can't do math. 6 hours. Damn. Yeah, it's actually been about 6 hours now. And I was like, it's natural to get tired. So I just downed a coffee and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go take a nap. Turns out I'm not just tired because I got up at 5:30. No, I just got my period. So, real bad fucking day to start this video. Anyway, I'm gonna take a nap. I'm really happy with, minus the bleeding part, I'm really happy with how the day has gone so far. And I am looking forward to seeing if I can continue this, like, if I can continue to actually wake up at 5:30. I honestly won't be getting up until 6 anyway, but it's just, with having to take my thyroid meds and not being able to drink or eat anything despite water for like 30 minutes after taking it, getting up and not being able to like get a coffee or a tea or anything for like 30 minutes is a pain. So I tend to wake up earlier than what I want to get up anyway. I don't know if that was a sentence. Yeah, so I'm gonna take a nap because my body is telling me to, and we are listening to our bodies here. So, and then I'm gonna continue to do some studying, and then I'm gonna do some work, and then honestly the day will probably be over and I'll be doing the same thing again tomorrow. Hopefully. Maybe. Different book though, definitely. Guys, I'm so confused. I just woke up kind of disoriented. It's 6:43. My alarm didn't go off. Either that or I turned it off in my sleep, which I don't think I did. Because when I realize that I'm super tired, what I end up doing is I put it on, what's it called? I'm only remembering the German word. On snooze. I don't know what happened. But it's like way later than I wanted it to be. I am going to go grab a tea and figure things out. I'm gonna put on a audiobook because I'm currently listening to Maya and the Lord of Shadows, which is the last book in the Maya trilogy, and I have an hour left. Well, technically I have 3 hours left, but because I listen to 3 times speed, there we go, it's an hour. Anyway, it's been quite interesting so far. I mean, it's definitely a middle grade. So sometimes I'm like, why are you making this decision? And then I'm like, well, they're literal kids, so obviously they would make that decision. But I think as a middle grade book, like, these are really good. I'm also really enjoying the fact that it's like, because we've got the gods, right? But I'm pretty sure that the, I'm gonna say African-inspired gods because I don't know if they are potentially from a specific country. But, yeah, overall, it's good. I am, like, my brain is so confused right now because I woke up and it's not the time that I wanted to wake up, so
I am going to put these in, listen, get myself a tea, and then see what I'm gonna do. Because I've just lost an hour of time that I planned for, so I'll figure it out. I'm gonna play a bit of Infinity Nikki to wake myself up because my brain is so confused. And I'm gonna continue listening to Maya. And hopefully, in about half an hour or something, my brain will have woken up enough for me to actually be able to do something. I hate this. Okay. I have made myself a smoothie, already had some, and I have finished Maya and the Lord of Shadows. I gave it 3.5 stars. I feel like I like the first book the best and the third the least. I find it, especially in middle grade, a lot of the times, the books feel like they end very abruptly because it's not like in like high fantasy or adult fantasy how like where the final battle can like drag on forever and ever, which is sometimes way too much anyway. But it's just like, oh look, and now the bad guy's gone, and it's like overall I really liked the book and the progression of the story and everything, and I like that we got some of the Orisha that we had heard about prior and stuff like that, but it's just like, I don't know, I feel like I also would have liked a bit more in certain aspects, but overall, a really nice story, all three of them. And now I'm gonna get back to studying while I have my smoothie and just try to finish up some stuff. Honestly, today was not what I wanted it to be, and I'm so sad. But it's probably also good that I slept. Because I apparently needed it. Really sad though. Sad that I literally failed on the second day, but it is what it is. Tomorrow is a new day. So it is 10:25 now, and I've been studying for a little while. I just finished one module, and I am going to prep my Notion for the next module. I have also made myself a cup of tea, and while prepping, I am going to continue listening to A Touch of Darkness, which is one of the books on my August TBR, and I am trying to read a good chunk of this series by the 12th. And I'm just gonna listen to this. I started it earlier today, and something you gotta say about these books is that they are so easy. They're so easy to read and to fall into. Like, I've read so many Hades and Persephone retellings now at this point. I don't necessarily always remember which one is which, but like I fell back into this so quickly, and I'm really excited to be rereading this. And next I'll be reading a game of Fate, which is, I think, from what I've heard, the like Hades point of view. And I'm really excited, but I'll be listening to that because I don't own it, and I don't think I'll be rereading it enough to buy a physical copy of it. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing this while preparing the... Honestly, I might just prepare the next 7 modules and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna prep the whole course. But we'll see what happens, and it's like wonderful time for me to continue listening to an audiobook because I don't need my full concentration for it. And then depending on how quickly I can get things done, it will probably be time for me to start preparing lunch anyway, so So it is now 6:42 and I have made it out of bed and 30% through Act Your Age Eve Brown. Is this focusing? No, it's not. There we go. And I'm enjoying this. Also, like, this is helping me not go on my phone for like an unreasonable amount of time in the morning, because instead I just like pick up a book to read for this video. And oh my god, I'm not awake yet. I mean, I am awake. It's just I like waking up and getting up early. It just takes so long for me to be a normal functioning human being. I'm gonna make some tea. I'm gonna switch over and continue listening to, what's it called? A Game of Fate, which is Hades' point of view. And yeah, continue listening to that for now until I start my things. So I've been doing a few smaller things. I did play Infinity Nikki for a little while listening to A Game of Fate, I think it was. And then had to make some doctor's appointments and just smaller stuff like that. It is now 9. You probably won't be able to see that. Anyway, I am now going to quickly dust off my shelves downstairs, because we're cleaning the house today a little bit. And yeah, I'm gonna do it with a hair dryer. So I'm just gonna blow the shelves. It's just so mostly that the dust goes. And yeah, then I am going to do a bit of studying, and then honestly it'll probably be lunchtime. So I'll take you along for a little while there. And yeah, I'm actually feeling so good. I'm so surprised. Like, okay, waking up today was kind of difficult. I was definitely more aware of the alarm going off than apparently yesterday, because at this point, I'm sure that I just turned it off in my sleep, which honestly, is a skill. And like the first day was super easy because I was awake before anyway, but today was like kind of difficult, but also not as much as I thought it would be. I forgot that I had I need to take this off. Wait. I had a cactus standing in here, and now I kind of messed up. That was not how that was supposed to go, okay? So I finished downstairs. I ended up helping with preparing lunch. It's 10:06. I know it seems early for lunch, but we like prepping early because we never know when we're hungry. I also just finished listening to A Game of Fate by Scarlett Sinclair. And I have to say that I actually really liked the fact that we got Hades' point of view. I feel like I've said this a lot of times now, but I love a good dual point of view book. And while I think that it would have been maybe even nicer to have both points of views in like one book, I do not mind having separate books. I especially like the fact that we got some more background information and like the beginnings of the barriers and complications that will probably be happening in later books. So it was really nice to like see that. And I really liked Hades' point of view. It's a little compared. Persephone's was maybe a little obnoxious at times, but it's also understandable given how she was raised, how she grew up, and she's basically in her rebellion phase. But overall, I really enjoyed it. I am looking forward to continuing with this series and finally finishing it. I think I'm gonna focus on a different book today. For my reading later on in the day, but I will probably continue reading with the Hades Persephone series tomorrow, which I'm excited for. Although I have something fun planned for tomorrow, so that's gonna be actually a whole separate video because I'm gonna try to do a 24-hour readathon. I just really desperately want to finally be able to do one. And given that I've been waking up, or I've been trying to wake up at 5:30 every day, like yes, I'm generally in bed by 9 and asleep by 9:30, but it gives me such a great starting point in terms of 24 like hours of reading. I'll do 12. Honestly, I cannot do 24 hours in one go, but I'm excited, and having one or two of these books to read for the 24-hour readathon is actually going to be really nice. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to get studying. I have been prepping courses while finishing A Game of Fate, and so it is now 8:15, and I have been mostly reading. Well, I've been reading. Of course I've been reading. I'm doing a 24-hour readathon. So there's really no point in me really showing what I do too much today, as well as tomorrow, because it's just going to be reading. But I am about to start my next book, and I have decided to do a little bit of like cleaning and like light to-dos that I don't need my brain for too much while listening to that audiobook. So I am gonna go do that, and then I'll probably have breakfast, and yeah, it's been great. I managed to get up at like wake up at 5:30. I got up at like 6:30 or something like that. I was just reading for an hour in bed, which is honestly the perfect morning. I really want to continue doing that, so we'll see. Maybe I will continue to try to wake up at 5:30, because it's been going quite well. Like yes, I have been having to take some naps, but I feel like it might be getting better the longer I do this, because I also end up going to bed at like 9 and sleeping by 9:30 or 10. So I'm still getting my hours of sleep that I need. It's just during a different time frame. And I'm not mad about it. I'm actually feeling quite good with it. Like yes, I get like quite tired in the afternoons. It's 6:30, so I've been awake and listening to A Touch of Ruin for about an hour. I am about to finish up with the video that's going up today. I am way late on that. That was poor planning on my part, honestly. Yeah, anyway. So I'm gonna do that, which is probably gonna take like 30 minutes to an hour. Just an hour that I don't have to read, but it's okay. So the rest of the day is then probably going to be used to finish my 24-hour readathon. So we'll see what happens there, but it'll be fine. So it's 7:40, and I haven't really gotten up yet. It's my own fault! I started reading fanfiction and now I'm like obsessed again. Ugh. It's also a long one. I don't even know how many like words or pages or chapters or anything this is long, but I've been really loving time travel, reincarnation, sort of like Harry Potter fanfiction. So I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna finish this. Well, if I say I finish this chapter, I have like 1 page left. Maybe I'll finish that and the next, and then I'll get up and actually do something and get ready for the day and whatnot. It's just for one, I'm hungry. I should really get up and get my tea and something to eat. But I can't be bothered. It's so bad. I also have shit to do today. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading for a little while. And then I'm gonna have to do things. I don't want to. This is too good. This is gonna, like, take over my life again. It did last time. There were 3 days where, like, literally everywhere I went, I had my Kindle in my hand because I was reading, and my family was really annoyed with me. It's okay, though. I'm gonna continue reading for a little while, and then I'm gonna get up and actually do things. Because I have to. That's a good thing about waking up really early. Even though I woke up later, it's just, it doesn't matter if there's like an hour where you just don't do anything. It doesn't matter. So, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I did such a bad job today with my morning. It's just, I don't know. I'm not allowed to start reading fan fiction because I get so sucked into them. It's ridiculous because, like, I obviously already know the characters and love them. That's why I'm reading fan fiction about them. Also, I'm starting to feel like sooner or later I will no longer know what is canon and what isn't because of all of the like fan fiction I read and the like skits and stuff I watch online. But anyway, instead of doing really anything productive today in the morning, I read fan fiction, which is why I am now, let me check, 57% through a 156,000 word unfinished fanfic. Okay, it's 6:30. I can't really talk loudly because like the house is basically still asleep. Okay, so we just got if there's one thing that will get me out of bed, it's a potential Taylor Swift announcement, and we got that announcement. I'm so happy. Like, we don't really know anything yet. We only know the title and, well, and what the vinyl is going to look like, which, as is evident, I will be getting. Anyway, always the of the tripod when I put it down. I'm so happy. But anyway, I am going to spend my time more wisely because, like, while I was waiting for the countdown to count down, I actually already got a little bit of work done. It's great. Well, I'm probably gonna finish my tea while already studying a little bit. Or maybe I'll play some Infinity Nikki to really get myself, like, in a headspace. I'll do some Infinity Nikki. I do my dailies and Infinity Nikki, and then I'm gonna switch over to studying. And then we'll see. Because I have quite a few of like little to-dos. Like I need to get these off. They are absolutely horrendous. They've been on for almost 4 weeks now, but I've just been too lazy to take them off. But the problem is starting to be that I will break these if I don't take them off. So this is a definite to-do for the morning. Today in the morning, as I was waking up, I continued listening to an audiobook I started yesterday, which is called Women in Sports, which is about 50. Can you focus? There we go. It's about 50 like athletes. Well, women athletes. And honestly, this has been really interesting. Each woman only really oh, the next one is Mia Hamm. Okay. Each woman only has like 4 minutes or so, 3 to 5 minutes, I would say, of a chapter in audiobook format, which is so little and yet inspiring because they did a really good job at like really highlighting the things that these women did, like their accomplishments. And I think this will be such a fun book to like give someone's daughter if they're like interested in sports, to be like, look at all of these women and what they achieved in sports. Like, go for it, sort of thing, you know? So, oh, that could be a really good gift for my cousin. Okay, I'm gonna get to actually doing what I need to do. And so excited. Oh, and I need to edit. I'm gonna start editing this video because the amount of clips I have is ridiculous, and I'm gonna have to really see what I put in there because I mean my mornings all look the same anyway. Okay, so it is 8 and I am going to start doing my nails because it needs to be done. I'm technically hungry, but I don't want to eat yet, so gonna deal with that later. And yeah, I started listening to Gifted and Talented. Why is it so big? Oh my god. It is like 19 hours. It's okay. It's okay. I can deal. I can deal. But yeah, I'm gonna do this and then gonna just continue with the things I need to do. So I have my nails short and off, and I will probably be putting them on today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Sometimes I like having them off for a couple of days just to give my nails time to breathe. Don't know if that actually helps, but sometimes it just feels better. And I did start listening to Gifted and Talented while taking these off. However, my headphones died. So instead, I made a mistake and I started reading a fan fiction, a different one. Because I went on TikTok and the first video that came up was a fanfic recommendation, and it sounded really cool, and I decided to read it because it's not that long in terms of, if we think about how long some of the others are that I am absolutely loving. But yeah, so I've done that. I've gotten some of my things done, which is amazing. I am going to now... I just finished a chapter in said fanfiction. And so I'm going to go over to now doing some of the things that I need to do as well. Where are my tasks? I have written down things in like a game thing that I use. It's called like Lo-Fi Spirit City or something, and like I like using it because it's like it's got the Pomodoro and ways to like do your to-dos and whatnot, and I'm confused because my to-dos are gone. I don't know what happened there. So now I have to think about what it is that I needed to do. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna start by getting some of my studying done, and then probably editing. Probably a good idea. And then I'm gonna reward myself by reading another chapter in the, or two, in the fanfiction. So that, yeah, I have something to look forward to as well. And I gotta be productive today, so Pomodoro it is. Okay, so the week is over, and technically it was over yesterday, but anyway, I feel great with what I did. I wish I would be able to continue doing it, but I have a feeling that if I don't do it for a video, I won't be able to continue to like wake up at the time I want to wake up, to then get up and just like, you know, have the start to the day that I want. I didn't quite manage to really get a good like routine going or anything, but I felt surprisingly well with waking up at 5:30. Yes, I was in bed by like 9 every evening, but then again, it's like I don't have anything in the evenings anyway. Like, I might as well just sleep and get up and have actual energy in the morning to do things, and then be able to maybe have a nicer evening after I've done everything I needed to do for the day. So yeah, overall, I'm actually quite happy with this experiment. I might have to figure out if I can trick myself into being able to continue with it. I was thinking maybe 6, but I feel like 5:30 is actually a good time for me. Like tricking myself by pretending like I'm doing a video, like setting up my camera and everything every morning, like every evening, so I can film every morning, and then just like pretend like I'm doing a video, but not actually doing a video, to be able to wake up early. I don't know if that made sense, but anyway, overall, I'm really happy with this experiment. Didn't think it would work, like, at all. But yeah, I'm gonna work on habits and routines, but I do think that I'm definitely going to try to continue reading every morning instead of like scrolling on my phone. And I feel like I will be unfortunately falling into a fan fiction trap,
which honestly, right now I'm okay with it. I am doing great in terms of my reading goals. I just have too many unread books, but that's okay. I'm working through them slowly. It's fine. But currently, I don't know. Fanfiction is just chef's kiss. I don't know. It used to be the only thing I've read years and years and years ago, before getting back into like reading published books. Published books. That's how you pronounce that. But yeah, anyway. Do let me know when you tend to get up in the mornings and what the first thing you do is, because I really want to continue it being reading for me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider giving this a thumbs up and maybe subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!